Hello everyone, welcome back to Car Salvage 101 and welcome back to the final video on the beige cappuccino hearing aid coloured colour therapy. We recorded a number of weeks ago, but we are going into the paint job and just getting it like literally finished off, ready to go. So yeah, without further ado, I'm just going to get on with today's video, and then we'll come at the end with what I've done and roughly what it owes me in parts. A new day, and we are going to do a bit of filling, and I'll show you why in a minute. I think we're only going to need a small amount. Don't think we need much. So let's just move that. I don't think I'm going to get to do all of this today, but at least I'm making progress. Oh, whoa, that's far too much. That just shot out. Right, let's mix that. Right, let's go and take this. You'll see here, this is what I'm talking about. So we've got this small little crack here. So let's just apply that. Get rid of the excess. And then we can let that dry and then sand it. Get a bit on the top there. You don't want to touch the headlight. Right. We'll let that dry off, and then we'll look to sand it. Get it as even as possible. It shouldn't be too bad once the sanding goes into effect. Yeah. Right. Not much we can really do now. I don't want to... We've got to sand this headlight, get this looking a lot like that one, although that one might need it. In fact, looking at it, so we both need to do both of those. I'll do that all at the end. I think my plan is, looking at this going forward, got to sand this right back. This is particularly bad because it's far too scratched. So we're going to sand that all back, try and make that smooth, sand the rest of this back as well, and then put on paint straight away. We don't need to primer it because it should have good adhesion anyway, unless it goes back to the metal, but hopefully it won't. Yeah. Okay, we'll just let that cure and then we'll come back for the sanding of it. So I have filled this in now. We've sanded that back a bit, just on the top there, but obviously all of this now needs to be sanded because we can't have this. God knows what it is. It gets a lot smoother here, so this just needs cutting back a bit. But here is really bad. So just gonna get the old sander on it and hope for the best. See how we get on. Unfortunately, I've lost my stand, so I can't actually record what I'm about to do. Don't know where it's gone. So I'm just gonna put on some 180 pads and yeah, get to work on cutting this back and then take it from there. Right, first cutting disc done. So obviously, you know, this is fine. This is all good. Here, still struggling on this. So I'm going to give it another go with a new disc, but we might have to fill that because it's really struggling. So I'm going to give that one more and then we'll work it out. So we've cut through. It's obviously got filler on it, clearly. Just don't know why they just didn't put another wing on and then just resprayed it. So cut that through. I ended up going down to 120 to cut it through. Then we went back up just to smooth it off. And then we've used the panel wipe to get all of this down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to primer this. Just because obviously we've gone part of the way through quite a few layers, so I'm going to primer that, but then the rest doesn't need priming. We could just go straight to paint. So we can feather this one out, can't we? Feather out the primer and then give the paint a going over. So what time is it? 4:15. So yeah, let's get this primer shaking and get what we can done. A few rounds in with the primer. Obviously got some patches where we've gone through to the metal work there and there, and I think just down there, so just done that. That's going to need certainly another going over at least. I'd probably just do one more on that one. But yeah, it's coming together. I didn't really want to use primer in the first place, but when you sort of saw the damage to this and what was used, there's no way you're going to be able to cut that back and make that smooth and still retain, you know, some adhesion for the paint. So yeah. Is it going to turn out okay, or will this just be a massive bodge up and either I have to find a whole new panel or I need to cut it all back again and try again, but with a slightly different shade? We will see. Sanded the primer, 600 grit, so that is now smooth in all the areas, and we've cleaned the panel as well, so we are ready to paint. So we'll take that out and we'll go and put in the beige colour, just warm that up slightly, and yeah, we'll get the get the colour on. Gulp. Oh. I really, really hope this is going to come out well. Really do. Oh, okay, right. Let's try it. First layer is on. The base coat is on. It looks... Oh, it's so difficult to tell, isn't it? Really is difficult. And the thing is, you know, blending it in to the wing, into the door, sorry. It's all easier said than done, but I've just got to trial it. We've just got to see how we go. I've done jobs like this before, but maybe because there's no lacquer on it, it makes it look a bit... doesn't make it look so good at the moment, but we'll go for another round and then another round, and then we'll just see how we get on. Just don't have much confidence in myself on this one, if I'm being honest. Second coat is on. Looking a bit better now, I'm not going to lie. But still, I think it's just because the lacquer, when you got lacquer on and everything, then you know, you have it's just better, isn't it? Because it then changes light and everything, doesn't it? So yeah, we've just got one more coat to do, I reckon, and then we can apply the 2K lacquer. First coat of the Pro XL 2K lacquer is on, so we need to do another one whilst it's still reasonably sticky, if that makes sense. And we'll just keep building it up until, well, I say until, we'll just build it up and then we'll just see how we go. Might need only another one, but might need a third. Sort of indicates normally it's a third. So yeah, we'll go and get this one on now. That is the second coat on now. It's looking good. Well, for shininess anyway. Just got to hope that nothing sticks to it. There's a tiny bit of a breeze, which is good. As long as we're not... That concerns me. But at the moment, nothing's sticking to it. I think I'm going to go for one more coat. But at the moment, yeah, getting a nice gloss to it. Let's look at it from another way. Yep, right, another 10 minutes and we'll be done for the final coat, that is. So just about to do the final spray, but the little blighter has got onto the paintwork. So we're going to try and pick him off, and hopefully he's not really stuck on. So I'm just going to try and pick him off with one of these, and then we'll go for the final layer, I reckon. Otherwise, I actually think it's pretty much not badly done, to be fair. But yeah, go once more. We are now a couple of days on, and we've had some sort of very interesting weather. We've obviously gone through these very hot spells, like really hot, and then as you can see from the top of these cars, we've had what feels like a sandstorm, like Sahara sand, that type of thing. So yeah, we've had it all. Anyway, so where are we at? Well, we're pretty much done. So let's start off with the headlights. They have been cut back. I think that one is not just minor compared with that one, but they have been cut back. They were really foggy. For 15 plate, I was quite amazed by the fog, but I have my feeling that that was foggy and distorted because that's not the original headlight. And I think when this had its accident, whatever it happened, which I think was on this left-hand corner, hence the bad bodywork and that headlight, I think it's happened here. So these have been sorted and sanded and polished, so we got those back, and now we can do the reveal of the side panel, which the only thing I've not done is put the indicator on the lens. So remember, rattle canned. I think, again, sometimes and everyone will say it on YouTube and stuff, but video sort of produces slightly different colour, and it seems to be worse, but actually there really isn't much of a difference. Now so obviously this is original, this is the painted wing, and then it was lacquered with 2K, and I haven't polished it or anything, so that's still really shiny. So yeah, okay, I think it is slightly darker, but you really, I know it's slightly darker because obviously I did the panel, but you wouldn't really notice that, and I expected this to be so much worse. But obviously this has still got all this dust and everything on it because it's now settled on that newly painted panel, and it does need a bit of a clean. I can feel it here, and also that where I've had a bit of tape, there's some glue residue here, so all over the place, it's all here, so I need to get some tar and glue remover. So yeah, so as far as I'm concerned, we have done the outside of the car. The inside of the car has pretty much been done. Just got to have I got to put the mats in? I can't remember now. Or have I already put those in? I don't think I have put the mats in. No, got to put some mats in and clean it out. And I do have a dash cam, so I'm contemplating putting that in. So yeah. Right. I'm not going to do it today, but we'll get the final bits on, the lens, the hubcaps, and then just clear out the inside, and then we need to get the photos done and get it ready for sale. Last day of the project has got to be. This has got to be. So I've already started. These tyres were really dirty, so I've just applied some like general cleaner to them, and I'm just going to rub them down in a sec, let them do their thing, and then just use a brush just to brush them down. Then we're going to then just go over the car, but we've had this sort of, I don't know how to explain it, you could say sort of Sahara sand kind of effect. It's really bad, so I've got a bit more cleaning to do, but generally on the whole it's not too bad. But this has also been sat underneath a tree, so it's developed a lot of sap on it as well. So it's already not too bad, so it shouldn't really take us too long to get it clean and done. So yeah, right, let's get scrubbing with these tyres, and hopefully this will look all good. Okay, so pink snow foam in a spray on what do you call these things? Don't know actually. It's not a foam lance, is it? Anyway, got to make sure there's plenty of pressure, because otherwise you won't get the effect. Okay, what have we got? Let's have a look. Oh, that's proper psychedelic. Nice. Oh. Just got to always make sure you got the plenty of air in there, otherwise it isn't going to work. Yeah, right. Only just doing one side for the minute. It's just going to go all over my clothes. It's probably going to stain it as well. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, that's one side done. Nice. Colourful anyway. Okay. I don't think you really need to see too much of what's going on. It's a bog standard washing of a car. Right, that's the cleaning done. But we don't have the warmest of weathers, so this might take a few hours to dry. Then once it's dried, I mean, as I say, it really doesn't actually need anything else. The only thing I'd probably do is just apply a bit of tile and glue remover where I'd had the tape for the painting. I think there's a bit of glue residue, but otherwise, yeah, we're pretty much clean. Quite a simple, quick job. And whilst the hose retracts, we'll better take that out, because otherwise it's going to go a bit crazy. There we go. Yeah, not bad at all. Right, well, what am I going to do? I'll tell you what I probably haven't done, and I haven't got the key. I need to do the door shuts as well. Do underneath the doors, because they're always not particularly great. I don't even know if I hoovered the boot, but we'll do all those at the end, you know, so yeah. Right, I won't bore you anymore. Let's just leave this to dry. Just going to apply a bit of tyre and glue remover around where the sticky tape was. You could kind of feel it. I think it was there and there. But actually for tar, let's just do a bit down here actually. For tar, stuff like that, let's just do that, cover that off. It's not too bad, not too bad at all. Right, now we're on, how are we doing? So we've done the engine bay. Can't be bothered to open that for you. Done the engine bay. Tyres have nicely dried, so I'm going to just, I'm going to put the hubcaps on first, and then we're going to do the tyre walls. Mats are in, new mats, cleaned all the plastics as well, and obviously all up there, and yeah, we are nearly there. We've got, what have I got to do? It's just looking out for little imperfections that I'm overly not happy with, and then I end up seeing them and then just sorting them out. But yeah, we are definitely, once the hubcaps are on, this will just look, it will just look so much better. So yeah, right, what's the final bits we've got to do? Just trying to think. Should we just get the hubcaps on? Let's get the hubcaps on. I have the first of the two therapy hubcaps. I did refurbish them. So yeah, let's get them on, and let's see if we can transform the look of the therapy, or turn it basically in from a pop into a therapy. So yeah, on we go. And finally, the last two for the driver's side. Tyre dressing is on as well, and in the sun, yeah, looking nice. Quite happy with how that's turning out. So I think there's only one other thing left to do. That's putting this dash cam that I've purchased from AliExpress. It's quite a cheap one, but then, you know, these dash cams, you spend hundreds on them and they include Wi-Fi and all that stuff. But all you need is an SD card And yeah, and you know, I've had a look and it works at night, so that's great. So what I'm going to do, I mean, to be honest, you don't really need to see it. I'm going to do a separate video on what it's like. But yeah, we'll put all that in. We'll put it here. We'll thread it up through here, run it down here, underneath here, and then to the 12 volt here. So yeah, right. Let's go and take some photos of this. Actually, yeah. No, I had a thought, but no. Let's go and take some photos. We need to tell you what we need to do. Let's connect the battery up because we actually need to test various bits and pieces first. Got to test that radio, and also got to test that the horn works. So let's connect that up and then yeah, give it all a test. Another thing that I like to do is the 2-key process to make sure that they all come with 2 keys. So we've used the mini key tool to clone the remote into this blank one, which I've had cut. So I haven't tried it yet, but we have gone through the process. The reason I can't show you it is because you use the mobile for the app and I record everything on my phone. So we've got the ignition. Do we have the start? Yep, we have the start. So that's good. In fact, while I'm here, I'm just going to adjust the clock. What time is it? 15:21. Set the date. What's the day today? 6th of May. Right, the 2 keys are done. Take those out. We'll lock the car. Turn that off. Right, so that is that done. And then now, I think we've just got to do the run through at the end. How much does the car owe me? And yeah. Because at the moment, I'm not too sure, but we'll run through at the end. So that concludes the end of this video and the end of the project for the 2015 colour therapy. So if you're relatively new to the channel or you are new to this project and you haven't viewed previous videos, it's a BCA car that was purchased from auction. It's a category S, and so predominantly there was no crash damage to it. It'd been repaired back in 2020 when it had the accident, and all I've done is just purchased it to just make it look a bit better. And it was purchased for $13.50. So out the door, it's just over, I think it's about 16. It's about £300 on top with fees. So that is everything that I've done. I'm up to date and it is now due to go up for sale. So what were the things that I did to it? Well, to remember this off the top of my head. It's actually pretty basic. I just got to remember what they are. So we started off with 4 tyres that were used but still in very good condition. So we had 4 tyres. Needed a passenger door handle. We needed a new aerial. We needed a steering wheel, and yeah, that was it, I think, for externally. Don't think we needed anything more. We've obviously just done a bit of cleaning. We did some paint work to it. So we are looking at a can of beige paint, and there was a can of 2K lacquer, which is generally more expensive than the 1K. So we had those as well. We needed to do a spark plug change. So 4 spark plugs, oil and oil filter as well, and an air filter to have the full service done to it. And I swear I've missed something. We did obviously refurbish the colour therapy hubcaps as well, but I already had the paint for that anyway. Didn't need to buy any more. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. I want to say there's one more thing, but I don't think there is. I think I've covered it all. So yeah, we await to see whether or not the colour / the category is something that people are interested in. My slight concern is category S's are a lot more difficult to sell. Category N's are not too bad. Category S's are a bit more, you just reduce your customer sort of base. People love a white one, nice and easy. Beige, yeah, it's very hit and miss. So the amount of people that actually are probably interested in it is probably not a huge amount, but we will see. So yeah, let me know what you think. Have I done a good job on it? Would you, if it wasn't a category car, would you buy it? Obviously it's not for everyone, but yeah, I think that's it. So we need to then start looking at next video, which will, well, it's the next project, which is one of these two. And I'll tell you why. Obviously we've got the white one, which you know about, where it's got a coolant leak. We also got the black sport, which is over there. That's now had its alternator done. So that is actually good to go. As in, the project is good to go. So don't know which one will be next on the channel. There's also a few other little things in the background, namely an Evoque and also a BMW X5, which I haven't mentioned either. So yeah, until next time, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. It helps algorithms and all that usual jazz. Comments as well, that would be really handy, just again. And yeah, until next time, thank you, and I'll see you all again very, very soon.